Hello, it's 27 September, Friday. Time is now 3:40, and I have not been doing a video blog for the last, I think, 2-3 weeks already. I think I did some blogs last week, but I don't know. It's just I just feel it is not turned out very well. Maybe because I'm also, I don't know, not in. I can't say I'm not in the mood. I think it's just that, uh, my, I think my biorhythm is off. You know, that's why I've not been feeling kind of relaxed. Not really feeling. Um, I don't know. I'm not relaxed. My mind keep wandering. Uh, Even my meditations were not very focused. Uh, I don't know. Maybe my hormones is acting up a bit. But anyway, now I today I decided to try and do, you know, do. I miss having my conversations in YouTube. I noticed also that my previous post was, um, well, it has some response, but I think people find it boring, listening to me talking and gibberish and, my stupid mumblings and all that. But that's the whole idea of what I'm doing now. The reason I'm doing this is, like, put it this way lah. If you were to go to a psychiatrist, or you go for, you have you go for counseling, or you go to those therapy, because you're feeling moody, you're feeling sad, you're feeling, people do that. They think that going for therapy with a psychoanalyst or psychiatrist will help them, um, be more uh, be more alive. I think that's the word. Anyway, to me, doing my blogs, doing my video blogs, and doing my blogging in Toilet Philosopher helps me. As you know, I have thyroidism, and what thyroidism does is that your hormones become imbalanced, and it affects your mood. And if and when your affects your mood, your thinking, your brain wave seems to. I do meditation. Actually, it helps me to calm myself, and it helps me to focus. And the Tai Chi, the Qigong, helps to strengthen my body and increase the blood flow. I feel much better nowadays, with the meditations and the Qigong and the Tai Chi. And also doing this, what some of my friends say I'm doing, my silly conversation, but to me, I'm doing what I want to do. I'm just moving on in life. This is, I feel like this is part of my life journey. When I was young, I was in my spring years. It was different. I spent a lot of time, learning, going to school, being naughty, learning a lot of things in life, and continue that into my summer years, in the university, and, getting drunk and not really much studying, just anyway. Summer years was where you you want to try everything in life, and I did that. I managed to experience a lot of things, and at one time I wasn't taking drugs or anything like that, but we did try did try smoking marijuana and a few of the other, what you call, young stupid idiot things to do, and also learning about love, learning about chasing girls, learning about and had my first heartbreak. So now I'm in my autumn years. You know, my summer years also, as half of my summer years I spent chasing money, chasing career, building my reputation as a business strategist, as a brand and merchandising consultant. I created a lot of brands, food brands and a lot of other brands. I created some projects, and that's one thing I'm good at. I'm good at creating things. I'm good at solving problems. I'm good at, that's my skill, planning and solving problem. That was my skill in my work, in my career as a business strategist. I strategize a lot of things. There's so many things. When people got stuck with their projects, they call me in, and then I go in, I analyze, and I come up with solutions and all that. I help a few companies to be more profitable and things like that, and some companies I advise them to just close it down. It's not good investments and all that. So now I'm in my autumn years, and I'm thinking, with my health situation and all that, I think I just want to relax, want to enjoy life more. That's the other thing. When you're too busy chasing life, you don't see. You don't really see. But now, when I review back my life and all that, I began to realize some of my mistakes were not really mistakes, and some things I think I did good was not really good. But overall, I had a good life. Minus the sickness, like the stroke I had when I was 33 years old, minus the the time, like when I was small, like there were only 3 times that I was seriously sick. The first one was when I had my coma, as I have wrote in my blog, where I was in a coma for about, I think it was about 3 weeks. I was in a coma because the doctor gave me the wrong medication and all that. I was 6 years old, and then I was also told when I woke up from the coma, I was told in the emergency room, my heart stopped for 6 minutes. So technically, I died for 6 minutes, and that was something that I do think about now and then, because a lot of people ask me, when you were in the coma, some people say when you coma, actually your spirit, your soul move out of your body and it goes somewhere, and you meet the angels, or you meet God, or you meet. I said, actually, there was some things I do remember. I do have some recollection, but I don't want to say anything about it. Then my second life experience is when I was in hospital again, because I had I injured my kidney and all that. And then you see, even though I have 2 sisters and 3 brothers, I was basically more or less alone, because my siblings were not really we didn't really grew up together, because my brothers were all sent to boarding school. I also was almost sent to boarding school, but because of my naughty nature and because of I was sent back home. So people, actually, when I was small, I realized people sometimes feel, I'm very, very naughty, but actually I'm not. I'm just a normal. I try to think back some of the things I did when I was small, but I don't get into fights and all that. Only maybe once or twice, um, but I never get into fights, and I'm not very, I'm not really very active in sports except when I was about 14. You know, I entered into a tennis competition and I did very well. But when I was in school, when I was young, I entered art competition. I entered the science competition. Oh, I I was the uh, I got number one. I top in my there was a science competition among all the schools, and uh, I was voted top number one in the biology section. Um, in art also, I entered a few competition. Twice I was what do you call it? I won the competition, um, and that because that's what I do when I was young. You know, when I was in school, I was quite active in art and all that. Oh, my time is running out. I will continue a bit later.